I told the lady that made that Lakota all-in-one keyboard. We're having trouble, and she wants to know if I can do it now. But I told her, I said at 2 p.m. Central Time, I said I'll be done with my class, so I'm gonna get that done because there's something happening. Where she showed
I've
me
been
that one
messing
day
with
when
it too.
she showed me right there while we was there, and it worked. And remember I showed you, Connie.
I saw it with my own eyes. Yeah, and I've been messing with it, and I can't do it either.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Um, let me go to my email that Barbara just sent me. Okay, Barbara, on that deal with Grandpa Lewis on her, he didn't get that wrong. That's a printing error.
You
Did
talking
you see
about the
it?
moon? The question about the moon?
No, it says right here. It says also Maple Hunger Lewis Hedman defines it differently in his two books. Those are both wrong. I already pointed that out to you guys in a past class. Those are incorrect.
Yeah, my question was Mapahanga, and in the Lewis Hedman Dictionary of the Ponca People, he says it's the beginning of summer. In his
That's not.
stands on the ground, he says it's the beginning of spring. And when you did
It
the
is,
moon class, you said it's the beginning of spring.
it is the beginning of spring. It's a typo error in that dictionary, but he has it correct in this other one. Let's see.
Right, okay.
But we already talked about this already. Maybe you didn't come to that one.
Or I just really wanted to clarify it.
It's clarified and it's recorded. It's incorrect
The
on
beginning
one
of
and correct
spring.
in the other one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Hang on, I didn't look at all your other stuff yet.
The
What
other one
is
was
it? Here, let me put this up in.
the other one I was looking for if there was a Ponca word for pemmican, and the only place I found it was James Howard, and you all keep saying how he made mistakes and said things wrong, so I wanted to know what that word is.
is Pemmican something that the Ponca people, north and south, utilize?
It's a dried meat with choke cherries
Yeah,
dried in it or any other berry.
we still do
Are you
it
guys
though.
talking about pemmican?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Just
that's
wondering if y'all
just
still do
dried
it.
food, dried meat, and fat.
Yeah,
You
he
can
says
Gotcha.
mix all kinds of stuff
dagadube,
with
but I
it.
think it's supposed to be the sound of when you chew something a lot. Dagadube, I think it's supposed to be.
What does it say in that deal? I can't remember.
In James Howard, it says dagadube. It's on the first page of my email. And then I just listed a whole bunch of other words I found when looking for the word for dry meat.
Dry meat is thaw. This is correct on it. It's just not. They just didn't have the pronunciation correct in it.
So it should be
Like this.
dagadube.
No, ta means dried meat. Wet meat is tanuka. Dried meat is thaw.
So if I just say ta, then I'm saying pemmican,
No, you're not. You're just saying dried meat.
dry meat. Okay.
Connie, look up nuka. Nuka and Ponca means wet.
Gotcha. Hang on.
Dried or dehydrated meat. Fresh meat.
Yeah, Nuka. I've got Nuke.
For
Wet,
wet
damp,
meat,
soiled, moist, watery. It just says wet, damp, soaked, moist, watery, but it's Nuke.
nuke with a e at the end.
Uh-uh. A. It's a A.
Well, you spell it nuka, not nuke. Nuka.
Nuka. Would be the A, right?
That's
It's
not. That's
Nuka.
nuka, not nuke.
But okay, the pronunciation. Oh, it's 2 dots. All right, I don't have my glasses, baby. It's 2 dots on the A. I see it. I knew it was
Danuka.
supposed to be. I knew how to spell it, and I'm like, why does that have a line over it? But yeah, it means wet, damp, soaked, moist, or watery. It's an adjective, so we know it's describing. But yep, you was right, brother man. But we knew that.
Or juicy.
All I can think of are those pants back in the 90s with the rear end that had the word
What do you
juicy.
mean?
You may be too young. I'm sorry. Maybe
In the nine. I was born
me
in the
just.
70s. I know.
Oh, and them girls used to wear them tight, them yoga pants that juicy on it. All I can think of is, instead of juicy, it'd be saying ta.
Okay.
My brain has a deficit. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Did you write down Danuzi?
Tanuzi.
Danuzi.
Taji.
Danuji.
Danuzi.
Okay. Now that book, like I said, the Ponca tribe is, it's the best thing I could say that it's, if you don't know a damn thing about Ponca people, it'll give you an idea that what Howard, he took from all kind of people. The only 2 informants he had that were really good that I know of, the 3 actually, was my grandfather, Obie Yellow Bull, then also Pete Leclerc, and then Grandpa Parrish was the youngest out of the 3. And then you see how it says it right here, Barbara?
In my notes, you
I
mean?
can't. Well, in your notes, it says Daga Dube. That is damn near correct, but the thing is he just didn't know how to write it. It's Daga Tube. And this word right here,
Thank you.
this means to be grounded. But when you add Ga Tube on it, that means it's pounded dry meat. So anyway, but
Yeah.
what it's talking about is that you're pounding the dry meat with berries or buffalo fat. I mean, it could have been deer fat or elk fat too, but they said buffalo fat, but it was probably all of them. And so anyway, it's not Daga Dube. That's just someone that doesn't know how to pronounce Ponca. Now, maybe that's how, when a Ponca person told him that, maybe that's how he thought it sounded to him. I don't know.
Right. And then a lot of times in reference books, I'll see that, a D with the slash through it, it'll be just written as a plain D, and then it's passed on and passed on and passed on as the D sound instead of the TH sound. Thank you so much for that. And also, Isn't ta the reference to, like, takshti is deer meat, the real meat? Ta, the word for meat, is deer, comes from deer.
Now, on that, ta is a group of animals like tahti, tatanga. Those are the two main big animals that says that. And now when you, so on that question, it could be a variety of things. It could be buffalo. It could be deer. I don't know. It could be. But to know 100% sure, I don't think anybody knows. But it is. It could be. Because in Ponca, you say tatanga and te. Both mean buffalo or bison. Grandpa Lewis will always say bison. I just say buffalo. And but for it doesn't matter for all meat, no matter what it is. Dried meat is thaw. All fresh meat or freshly cut or it's still fresh from being in the freezer would still be considered tanuka. Did I answer what you're asking or elaborate?
No, you did. You did. That's really helpful to me. Thank you. I remember reading one reference about deer takshti, the real meat, because when the
What do you
tribe was
mean?
more
What do you mean? You mean tahti or what do you mean tahshti? What do you mean?
takshti, I'm sorry, I mispronounced. But just that when the tribe was more easterly, they would hunt deer before they moved more west and found buffalo.
That is true.
There you go.
But tashti means deer. Just any type of deer in that family of like it. I know, like if you would say whitetail deer, you'd say it
Not
differently. But
tahshti. You're saying it wrong, Connie. You're
okay,
saying it the way she
okay,
said it. It's not pronounced that way.
okay, say it for me, please.
Tahti. Tahti.
Tashti,
Yeah.
tashti. Thank you very much.
Tah,
That's in the
The
like
tah, not da. Tah, tahti.
tashti,
Because
tashti,
it raises here.
tashti,
Tahti. Tahti.
tash, tashti, tashti. I see that. Thank you. I never knew there was such a thing as a black-tailed deer.
Yep.
Wow.
The only reason I'm silent is I'm reading what she sent me.
You're cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, babe.
Oh no, you can talk. Any guys can talk. I'm reading what she sent me.
Thank you for taking the time to do that, Eagle.
I'm finished with it.
Okay.
Okay, now on that handwritten stuff, what do you wanting to know about that?
The what
Just
stuff?
happened. The handwritten.
Oh, those were all, in trying to find the meaning of the word, like you had talked about a prefix last week, D with a /A, meaning action done by the mouth or biting, and date to eat, daha to break with the mouth. So that's why I thought maybe it should be daha dube, da, that maybe he put
Yeah.
a D instead of a TH sound. But now I understand that the ta is referring to meat, deer meat, or
Okay.
any meat.
Any meat. Now it could have just been deer maybe 1,000 years ago when we were in the swamplands, and even before we went to the swamplands, we came from the East Coast. They say we come from what they most generally Ponca say Niike when they're talking about water, but when they're talking about a large body of water like an ocean or sea, they say Nite Tonga. Nite Tonga. And so they said we came from that way. And then they said that the tribes battled us and they forced us west. And then we end up passing through the Virginias, the South Carolinas, the word right there when it's starting to get what they call. That's how we got that word nishtashta. That's the swamplands, or some people translate it wetlands or the marsh. That's where we see he dupa. That's where we first met alligators.
Yeah, the marsh is
Yeah.
like a swamp, but it's saltwater. That's the difference between a marsh
Well,
and
we
a
went through
swamp.
all of it, Connie.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just, a little bit
Yeah.
trivia. Sorry.
And so anyway, so what I saved what we got right here if we ever come back to this. So when we're talking about thaw, it means any dried meat. Thaw nuka means any fresh meat. Thaw ju. Okay, first let's go back to fresh meat. Thaw means dried meat. And then when you say nuka, it means wet or fresh. So it's fresh meat for what we got it as. And when you say thaw ju, it means meaty, or it could have reference to something lean, but I doubt it because ju means flesh. It's fleshy. And then when you say gatube, that means to grind something. Like if you're grinding corn, you could say ditube because you're using your hands. You could say batube because you're using your hands with the weight of it a little bit, or you might have pushed on it. You could say bitube because you're pressing down on it or blowing it so hard that you're grinding it up. But literally, that probably couldn't happen in our lifetime, or nor did it ever. But it could mean that. But it really means bitube because you're pressing down. Now, when you're saying gatube, you're beating the hell out of it. You're trying to kill something. You're crushing it. And so that's what they're talking about. It's ground, dried meat, gatube. But how I got it broke down there, tube itself means to grind something. Gatube means you're doing it with a lot of pressure. You're trying to really mash it up. Thaw. What does thaw mean, class?
Meat.
No,
What kind of
I
meat?
think that
dried meat.
eagle,
Dried meat.
Dried
that
meat.
So Eagle, is that more, if you like had jerky, would you call it ta instead of tagatube?
You would talk, yeah. Me, beef jerky could not be called thaw gatube. And I'm gonna ask you guys this question, not trying to make you seem dumb or nothing, but I just told you gatube means you're grinding it up really hard with force, okay? And so beef jerky, okay, that's what they with a pemmican, or however you say it correctly. Uh, gatube, that was ground together, from berries, mainly choke cherries or conte de ukeli, those are sand plums. And that ain't in the dictionary either, but I know what they're called, so I'm telling you. And some people even call them conte pizza sand. That literally means sand plum. But and then buffalo fat, or it could be deer fat, it could be elk fat, it could be any damn animal fat for that matter. It's just fat. Just remember this: it's fat from an animal you're skinning, and it's all ground together. And now back to my question: what would beef jerky be, thaw or tagatube?
ta, ta.
Damn right. You guys are paying. You guys are paying attention.
Yeah, ta.
The only reason I was asking for clarification was because it did say, I don't know if in Ponca language it said something about jerky for the other, and it didn't line up to me with what you just said. So I wanted to make sure I understood. And I don't know if they took like the jerky and ground it up too, and then pounded it with other stuff as well later.
It was cut into strips.
Okay.
It was cut into strips, salted, and sun dried. They had different levels of these racks they had. It started off the top, they flip it, turn it, flip it, come down, and it lasted for days. And they said that jerky that they made, Ponca's made, could last up to 3 years.
Or longer.
And yeah, in that form, it really, and in your mind, you're thinking, how the hell could that last? But you damn right it did. When they were going through famine and hardship, they whipped out that belt-like material that when they put it into water, it became soft again, and it was already cooked or finished.
Yeah.
Now jerky, I don't know what it says in here for jerky. I never looked.
There you go. There you go.
So again, you said beef jerky is tatube? Tatube?
I would just call it thaw. I don't know. I'm looking in the dictionary to see what he named it.
It said preference, your personal preference.
Yeah. Personal preference. Hey, I was going to weigh in on that. I watched a video on YouTube on how to make pemmican, and they showed this Indian tribe. They were actually inside a teepee or something, but they had this hide covered stump, and he had a great big old wooden mallet with like a and he was beating that thing. He was beating it and then pushing it down, and then put some more on there, and he'd just hammer the heck out of that thing like powder. And then they would sift it through a sieve, and then that right there is what they put on the side. And then they mixed it with tallow, and I forgot the Ponca word for tallow, but it's probably in the dictionary. And then they made that, and they just put it in a leather bag. It could last for years. And when they went on real long journeys, they carried that bag, and that's what they ate on long journeys because it does not spoil. It lasts 20, 30 years. You put it in a jar and put an oxygen eater in there, it'll last 20 years. It's healthy then as it was when you made it. Pemmican is the best food you can have when you ain't got nothing to eat.
Oh, I got to feed it. I got to feed it.
Hey, Mr. Raymond, was it wagle sage? Wagle sage? Is that the word?
I cannot believe
That
it.
sounds like it, because I've heard that. I've seen Joe Rush make it,
Yeah.
and it was, but that sounds like it. And I got
This-
some beef tallow. I had got on Amazon. I've got a big old piece of frozen buffalo, and as soon as I get a sieve and a blender, I'm making some of that. I'm just waiting
Yeah,
for the third. And when the third
get some,
comes, I'm gonna get what I need, and I'm gonna make some of that.
get some taco meat.
No, I'm gonna use deer. I'm gonna use buffalo.
Yes,
I got.
make taco meat. However you got to do it. I mean, taco meat. Yes, I'll be at your house. What time?
I'm
I couldn't find no word
definitely
for beef
gonna have
jerky.
some at the Ponca powwow.
I'm gonna be there then. I'm gonna come and get one of your tacos. Make some meat pies. Gail, can you make meat pies?
Ah,
We got uh, several people. My sister Evelyn, she makes the best. I buy 2 to 4 of them every first of every month.
Oh,
She
I'm
makes
coming.
them especially, yeah.
When I'm there, I'm calling you guys. I'm calling you guys, and I'm gonna come get some meat pies. And
We'll be at the camp.
all right, baby. Thank you.
I don't know. I can't find no word for jerky, and that's the only thing I know what they call jerky. And it's thaw. I mean, if there's another word, I don't know it.
I wonder if Grandpa Lewis put it in his Walks on the Ground book.
There's a whole
No,
section
yeah, I
on food
looked.
in there.
I spent a week looking for the word in all the guides, and that Ponca
Really?
tribe was the only one I found it in. Yeah.
Wow. I keep losing things. I'm trying to find my phone. Yeah, well, if you can't find it, nobody can find it. That's for sure. You're thorough. I like that.
Leave the
Yeah,
house.
I don't know. The majority of what I know from being told as a kid. Now, I ain't never heard it called nothing but that. So, I mean, there could be a new name. And you remember, I'm gonna tell you something. Any one of you guys, once you learn enough Ponca, you could make your own word. Like I told you about this Ponca dictionary that we're gonna make probably with the Ponca tribe of Nebraska. You can't make your own words up. You know, like in that, you guys look in your dictionary, see if you find Frigidaire, refrigerator, or icebox. You ain't gonna find it in there. But I know in Ponca we call it Monze Nuche Uji. Or some people just say Nuche Uji. And that just means what, Barbara? Nuche
The container
Uji.
that holds cold things.
The container that holds
It's
ice.
the ice holder. Yeah. Nuche
That's
is
cool.
ice. Uji is like a container.
That's right. And then when you say Monze Nuche
That's
Uji, tell them what
metal.
it means, Barbara. And
It's something
what
made
is the
out of
icebox
metal.
made? That's right. That's what an icebox made out of. But to some of the younger people, it might just be easier just to say Nuche Uji instead of saying Monze Nuche Uji. I mean, we don't want to discourage them, but at the same time, they need to know what they're really called.
Yeah,
And
like
like I
the
said,
words. I was going to say the words for telephone or computer or, you know, all of those are new made up
Microwave.
words.
Microwave oven.
microwave oven, it's called Uhan Kule.
Oh, really? Yeah, Uhonkuze. Right. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. I
what
got
does
that
that
on.
mean, Barbara?
That's
What
what
is
I'm
that?
looking now.
Uhan and Kule. What does that mean?
Is uhan dish or plate?
No.
Cook fast.
Oh, cook.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Cook fast. Robin got it.
And
Good
Kude means to do something quick.
quickly.
It's just like when you hear people say the kulaga. They're saying hurry up, but what does the mean? What do we use that with, Barbara?
Mhm.
What does what mean?
The kulaga.
You
We
cook
just
it.
say no.
You go fast. The kuga?
Remember kude means to do something rapidly or quickly. Gus, the male command, but a verb prefix. You just talked about the being with the mouth. What does the mean? You already know these. Just think about it before you say it. You got this. You got this. Go back to your verb
The.
prefixes. Go back to your verb prefixes. I'm trying to teach you because a lot of these it might go over their head, but you've been around the language long enough. Kude means to hurry, but when it's put in the command form, it turns to kulaga. And then the kulaga, what does that mean? It means I'm telling you, it means hurry. It means hurry up or hurry the hell up or get that shit finished. But I'm telling you, but when you say the kulaga, what does it mean? It means
I'm
hurry,
looking.
but by means of what? You guys can get your dictionaries out and look up verb prefixes. I'm trying to teach you guys something so you guys will know. Barbara knows it. She just let it be complicated. You got to let your English mind go and use that Omaha Ponca thinking. Ponca and Omaha think the same in a lot of ways, and we're different at the same time.
Action by hands.
Hurry up what you're working with. You could be doing anything with your hands.
You
Right.
Now,
are.
if you're walking or driving, now look at your verb prefix again.
You are.
Now, if you're walking or driving, and you say kulaga, what verb prefix do you add to make them hurry up while they're walking or driving? Anybody?
You're hurry up. You hurry up.
No. Guess it
I'm
again.
looking at. I'm looking at a first person. It's like, oh, we. No, that's you. No, I'm trying to find it.
Would it be no?
Prefixes are not in the Ponca
You
dictionary,
got,
are they?
no, they
Yeah,
are. You got it right. You got it
Yeah, they're on
right.
page
40.
26, Robin. Page
Okay.
26.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Robert, you're so correct. Robert said
There
he
they
Yeah,
are.
said no
Robert.
kulaga.
Yeah, Robin. Anything up to page 40 is going to have prefixes and stuff like that.
What did
Okay,
Robert say? I
listen.
missed
Action
it.
by hands.
He said
Didn't
no.
Barbara say that?
No, she didn't.
I thought Barbara said it. No. Okay.
No.
My bad. But yay, Robert.
Okay, now listen. Okay, class, this is for all you guys still sitting there. Now hurry up and burn it.
That's about how I do it.
Nah.
Kulaga.
No. No.
That's right. Nakulaga. Hurry up and burn it up. Now, listen. Hurry up and blow on it.
Da kulaka? Because it's mouth, but you're blowing. Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Action by mouth by someone. Da. Dabija.
And blow on it.
Dabija. No, I'm
No.
still not getting it. Still not
The-
getting
the-
it over
the-
here. Oh, keep.
Listen, all you're doing is adding a verb, huh?
Keep.
No, you're guessing.
No, actually, I wasn't, but yeah. Means I'm doing it by myself. I'm blowing on it, but okay. I'll hurry up.
Hurry up and blow on it. All you do when you now, if I was just to say kulaga, that just means hurry, and no, with nothing else. It could be anything. Hurry to do this. Hurry to do that. Hurry making food. Hurry to walk. Hurry to kiss me. Hurry to fight me. Hurry to anything. But when you put them verb prefixes on there, it changes it.
So bija.
So we got. So we. What?
Bija.
B, not because be hula, be kulaga, and that means hurry up to blow on it. Okay, now
Oh.
Connie,
Mm-hmm.
Barbara, if I say hurry up and rub it, now what do I say?
The prefix would be B.
It's
Kulaga.
the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay, now, Diane, if I say hurry up and press on it, what do you use? I can't hear you.
P kulaga or P.
The same thing. You see, now when we're talking like that way, so whenever you're doing something, if you're blowing on it, pressing on it, or you're rubbing something, now you know to use that verb prefix bikulaga or bikula for you women. Now, if I tell you guys to hurry up, if you're talking too damn much or you're eating too much, I would say kulaga. And that depends on the context. If you see over someone bullshitting over there talking too long, kulaga, hurry up and talk. Or if they're eating too long, they're just sitting there bullshitting, eating, and taking their time. Kulaga. These verb prefixes change everything. And just like you said, when I said hurry up and burn it up, Robin said nakulaga. Now, if you say, looking at the Ponca dictionary, if you say hurry yourselves, one, you said it earlier when you were guessing like hell.
Ki kulaga?
Damn right.
Key.
I'm trying to teach you guys something. I'm trying to open your minds to see all you changes that prefix on it, and it makes the whole word different. Yes, the hurry's in it, but if we're talking about nakulaga, the kikulaga. Now, the one thing that I want you to write in your book, your dictionary is right there. Put GI in it. Put GI in it. It got left out for some reason. Probably didn't have enough time. What page are them verb prefixes on?
Page
26.
26.
26.
Okay, right there you got ba, bi, di, da, ga, ki, mu, ma, na, no. Okay, on the bottom you put, this is what you put again. You put, make it small all the way to the left. You put GI, and that means action towards someone. Actually, it means it's like someone you know. You know. Damn, I didn't bring my. It took me a long time to translate that one. What else?
It says on page 88, gi. come, get nearer, approach.
No.
Eagle, from
Okay,
our
like,
notes from previously, you had said one zone. Like,
that's it. One zone. I can't remember how I translated it. It doesn't tell about it in the dictionary here. Why, I don't know.
But added, it makes it possessive.
yeah.
It does make it possessive. But it's a verb prefix at the same time. Okay, we're gonna go like I showed you. I'm gonna show you one more time. Hang on. We're running out of time. Hang on. Okay, we already got this. I saved it, so I'm gonna delete it all. This is the word. These to take. Okay, new. Do all forms. Unbelievable. I got it. I got it. Unbelievable. I got my own. Okay, I got it myself. These are all verb prefixes. This is the G. This is the key. This is the GI. This is the key. And this right here is the Gliese. I got it. Algliese. I got my own. Alkigliese. I got it myself. You guys understand? I want you to understand. If you don't understand, let's get it right till we understand.
I think my light bulb's about half on.
So, Eagle, the Anglise, it's the GI prefix, but because of the way it combines with the verb, it changes to an AG. Okay.
Yes, it does. When it's attached to different verb patterns, it changes. And these are just simple ones I'm showing you so you don't get confused because we don't got a lot of time on it. But you see, when it changes from the root form here, you just add the B. When it changes here, you add the AG. When it changes here, you add the AKIG. And right here, you also see that it's still in its natural form. These days. You see it? These are prefixes. And we ain't even started on the verbs. We got about 6 months worth of verbs, conjugations to make you completely understand, and you'll be able to out-talk anybody when you're done. Hey, you guys are smart enough, you might out-talk me. We're gonna save this.
Hey, Robin, I would love, and just if you could just summarize somehow towards maybe on the group chat. I know you're very busy, but how do you organize your notes so that you can find things so quickly? I mean, I know I could do it by class, or I could do it, but like, do you have those little sticky tabs, or I mean, how do
Did
you
you say
do
Robert
it?
or Robin?
Robin, I'm sorry. You're so good at that and so very organized. I'm jealous.
I think it helps that there are two of us here. So if I don't have something, Chris is pulling it out and giving it to me, showing me something he has, because he's done a lot to type up. I wouldn't say he's done a lot. We started out typing up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've done some other things to consolidate, like time stuff onto one page. But honestly, part of it is I keep it all in one notebook, and so I kind of relationally think of stuff. I know if we talked about X and Y, when I'm flipping through my notes, I know where something is in near proximity. I'm very visual and very spatial that way, unfortunately. So sometimes it shoots me in the foot if I didn't write something down because I can't find it, but I just know it. So,
Thank you. Yeah, just any little
but
tips you feel like
and
sharing them
tables
in the
help me
group.
a lot too. I know you weren't.
Tables.
I don't think you liked the table I made for the
Oh no,
verbs.
I liked it. I liked it. I
The,
just didn't understand it.
the
Part of it,
table,
I'm
but
sorry, go ahead.
tables help me a lot. A lot of times to help me remember stuff, I put things in tables so that it's in bite-sized pieces and it kind of compartmentalizes it off. If that helps anybody else who's trying to remember or trying to
No,
use
I
it.
love
Everybody has
tables.
different ways to learn. That's just something
I
that works
loved
for
your
me.
table. Don't think I didn't. I was just saying that the way it
No,
was
no, no,
put,
no.
not the table itself, but the words in the table is what I was
Yeah,
misunderstanding, not how the table works. So no, it was
no, no,
great.
no. And I wasn't taking offense at that. I just know that, again, like I said, not everybody structurally, like it might have made more sense for you for the root word to be at the top and it to be out straight down, you know, to have it been inverted so that you had I, you, he, we, you, they straight down instead of across. It's just different people see things
Sure.
different ways. You got to
Yeah,
find
there's
the
so
way
many
you.
options. There's so many options when you do stuff like that, right? I understand.
Emily,
Yeah, if you want to share any
where's my,
tips
my gray
anywhere,
piece of hide at?
pardon?
Oh, I was asking Emily with my hide. I got a gray dyed hide, the one that was sitting on this chair for a long time. It should be sitting here. Okay, class, it was lovely. Remember what I just showed you, them last ones, and the white one too? I didn't take it. I didn't take no. Here. Yeah, like I said, remember that a lot of times it's not going to explain a lot of these verb prefixes in the Omaha or Ponca. Luckily, I was blessed to understand and hear the language and to understand and be able to do that. And it's not that these old men, whether Ponca or Omaha, didn't know. They might not have been had enough time, or maybe they were focused on something totally different. I don't know. But that's what we got to do is study these, and once we get on our verb conjugations, so a lot of the homework is going to be left up to you to learn nouns, person, places, or things. The biggest part is for me to show you the connecting things, the articles and how they're to be used. And you saw how Robin and Chris, how I told you guys, those are how you start off making your simple sentences, verb phrases, whether it's a negative article, and then you got a subject article and then a verb. Most of the time they take them common patterns like that. And so also we're gonna start working on these things like that. But you guys need to start thinking about common animals, common household things. You know, the what's in your room, what's in your living room, a TV or air conditioner or couch or a rug or a table, a computer, a ceiling fan. Be descriptive. A window, a door.
Get
What's in
those
there?
little
Clothing.
tabbies that you put, like those little inkjet printer tabs, like you would
Uh-huh.
print on a folder and write on them and stick them on things. They come off pretty easy.
Go ahead, Diane, pray us out, please.
Thank you for allowing us to have this time together, learning about the Ponca culture and about each other. May you keep those of us who are cold warm and those of us who are hot cool. And look after those of us who need that extra help and for our health and for our mental well-being. Amen.
Ooh, it was good having you guys. You guys have a good